Good morning fellow YouTubers, it's Sunday morning the 31st of December 2023 and I'm just off out for another adventure with the dog. He's in the back there in the boot bay and we're going to ALLENSFORD Park to walk right along the River Derwent towards SHOTLEY Bridge, then cross over the bridge at the far side at the top end and then double back to the A68 at ALLENSFORD Park car park where I'll be parking the car. Right, I was just in the process of recording there, my battery went dead or something came up on the screen, I couldn't see it. So I've just put another battery in and I've finished off the recording. But I'm just outside my local post office as usual, around the corner from where I live. And I'm going to be getting onto Prince Edward Road there, and dropping down past the Look shops on my way out. But the area I'm going to is Chesterley Street, up past Beamish Museum, going through towards Stanley. And then I'll be heading over towards Shotley Bridge area, then down into ALLENSFORD Park via Pemberton Road, and parking up at the free little car park at the beginning. Then we're going over towards the river, and then turn right, head right up the river towards Shotley Bridge, like I say. So the dog's going to have a good walk off the leader. It's in a bit more of a tourist area this time. I'm going to try and see how he reacts and behaves himself. But that's going to be my journey today. And as a bonus on the way back, I might cut across the road and go to a nice little waterfall called Warnley Burn Waterfall. That's W-H-A-R-N-L-E-Y, Warnley Burn. It's just a short walk from the main road, the A68, to go and see it, so I might as well put that in as well, my journey. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to get on the road and head towards Chesterley Street. So, bye for now. It's 7:30 AM in the morning, it's Sunday morning, the 31st of December 2023. So this is going to be my last video made in 2023, because obviously tomorrow it's New Year's Day for 2024. So I've drove into the little ALLENSFORD car park, and I was trying to get down Pemberton Road from Black Hill, the normal way I come down into the car park here, but there's a road closure further up, so it must be flooded. And judging by the car park here, I can see why, like, because the car park's flooded as well. It's full of like mud slides all over the shop, and the car park in front of us here is absolutely flooded. So I've just had him out the car, and he wouldn't come back, the little shit. And obviously I can't really see him in the dark, but I had to let him out. And he went for his toilet business, so he's back in the car now. And now I've just got to kill some time and wait for daylight before I can start walking off and following the river up. And judging by the amount of rain that we've been having and the ground's all sodded and wet at the moment, I'm going to have fun and games walking up the River Derwent to get to Shotley Bridge. But never mind, I'm looking forward to my trip out. Now normally I would only be doing about 25 miles approximately from home to here. But at the end, after the diversions I've done, I'm trying to see what, it looks like 30 point something miles. So I've done a few more miles because of the diversion. But I'm here now anyway, so I've just got to sit in the car now and wait for daylight. So bye for now. Okay, it's 8:06 AM in the morning on this Sunday morning, December 31st, 2023. It's daylight, enough daylight now, so I think I'll start going off and walking along the River Derwent over there and start heading up past the caravan site. Then just continue up the pathways towards the old pump room. There's one van just come into the car park there about 5 minutes ago. He's just parked over there. He's probably doing the same as me, waiting for a bit better daylight. But with it being after 8 o'clock now, I'm just going to turn off the car engine, press the button on my digipower there so it continues to power up my GoPro 8 to do my time-lapse where I'm doing there now. So it's been going half an hour, so at least I've got a bit of a time-lapse and it's caught the daylight coming in. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to lock up the car, turn on my digipower battery there again, and then get the dog out the back, then go over to the left there, and then start following the River Derwent all the way up, past the caravan site, then just continue up the path, going all the way towards Shotley Bridge. Right, so bye for now. Right, it's after 8 o'clock and I've just locked up the car, got the dog out, set up my time lapse, and now I'm going to head over there to where that guy's got his dogs out the van and start walking along the river now. Oh, he keeps going down me bloody... Why you go? Get this way. Keeps wrap myself around my bloody legs. Oh. Right, so as you can see, the car park is just full of loose mud that's been washed because it's all flooded, look. With it being down in the dip, the water just runs into the car park. Right, so I'm going to start walking along the River Derwent here, down here. I normally cross over the road, straight over the road there, and go between the two houses and go over towards Warnley Burn waterfall first. But I think the path will just absolutely be thick of mud and water. Right, so hopefully if I take a walk up the river now, I won't bump into many people. Just the odd dog walk like this bloke now who's just pulled up with a white van there with his dogs. Of course, Bear's got his eye on them already. So you've got your picnic site here now. There's the A68 main road and the bridge across the river. I normally come down the bank from up there and come into the car park from up the bank there, coming down Pemberton Road from Black Hill, but like I say, there was diversions this morning, so I had to stop off in the garage and get directions to find my way to get back down here. So I ended up going through a diversion halfway down the road there, which took us over to Moorside. Then I came through Castleside, then eventually I got onto the A68 main road there, then just dropped down the bank to come down to ALLENSFORD Park here, the car park. The field is absolutely clotted with mud here now. Everything's soft and mushy because obviously you've got loads and loads and loads of rain. So I think this journey going along the river here is going to be a right washout mud and slippy. So it's going to be rather difficult. But you can hear the river to my left here. Leave them, son, leave them. Come on, yeah. Good boy. So as you can see, there's plenty rubbish bins along the edge of the grassed area here, on the edge of the river. Come on. Two little ornate bird houses in the tree there. Just noticed them. The blue square house on the top. And I don't know what that one is underneath it. Here, come here, come here. Oh, son, here. Come on. Some sort of figure with a hat on. Aye, aye. So the river will be running quite fast and choppy with the amount of rain we've been getting as well. Now straight across on the other side of the river there is the old sword making kiln, the fire chimney, what they used to forge the swords years and years ago. But you pass that on the way coming back on the other side. Right, it's quite nippy. Come on, yeah, yeah, come on. So I was a little bit worried about when I first came. He wanted to go out, so I let him off the lead. Of course, with it still being black as this, I couldn't see him, and he wouldn't come back to us, like jump back in the car. And it's very close to the road over there where I parked. And he was going along the edge. I thought, oh no. But luckily, because the diversion, there's not much traffic was coming down the road. But the A68 behind the car is very busy. So I was concerned that he might wander across towards the road. Away, yeah, hey. It's quite cold this morning as well. You see your breath when you're breathing heavy. So these are all the areas where you bring your dog down and go in for a plunge, because it starts off really shallow at the beginning and just gets deeper and deeper. Right, so you go between these pack of trees and just continue along the edge of the river towards the caravan site, and then you can't go beyond the caravan site. You've got to go off to the right and go around to the right of it, follow it, the edge of the caravan site, go around it, then continue up the path that way. Good boy, son, good boy, good boy. Good boy, son. Right, so you can see the play park straight ahead there and all for the kids to play on. And you've got the major car parking area for the caravan site as well, just there on the right, next to the road. Yeah, so the river's running quite choppy there now. I'm just looking at a male mallard and a female mallard sitting on the edge of the river there watching the water. Just keeping him well away, because he'll lunge at them. Away. Come on. Good boy, son. Come on. Away. Good boy, son. Good boy. But this bugger, he wouldn't come back to us in the dark, and no, I wouldn't have back in the car. So he's just proven that he cannot be trusted just yet. He's still got a lot of training to do to get the recall better, to do as he's told. I'm thinking about the walk as well. There's no livestock on this side going all the way towards Shotley Bridge, but as you cross over the bridges to come back the way on the other side there, just as you cross past the Lovelocks bridge, there's normally a sheep or maybe two locked in a garden. Behind the wire fence there, but he's getting to the point now where he can jump over bloody fences, and so that's my only concern. So I'm going to have to, as soon as I get past the bridge, I'm going to have to put him back on his leader and just walk him along on his leader till I get past where the sheep normally is. But apart from that, I mean, most of the walk I'll be able to leave him off the leader, hopefully anyway. Who was that, son? Who made all that racket? Who made that howling? Right, so as you can see, we're coming up against the kids' playing area, the climbing frames and what have you. And that car park you can drive into for the caravan site comes right up here where that red rubbish bin is. That's the end of the car park there. So there's plenty of room for coming in for big vans and camper vans and stuff. Right, I'm hoping that these I can record pretty good now that it's getting towards daylight. But there's the moon, 3/4 moon's out at the moment. Yesterday morning it was bitter when I woke up. The cars were all white with frost, and it's quite nippy now as well. So that's why I'm trying to get walking, sort of warm through. I didn't bother bringing my camera because I didn't want to swing about too much when I'm clambering up and down the slippy, muddy banks, because I'll be leaning forward and have to grab a hold of everything, and the camera will just be swinging about like a pendulum. So I'm just going to record everything now. So what you see is on the recordings is going to have to be good enough. But a video is worth 1,000 pictures. It would have been 1080p HD. It's good enough to watch. I do all my videos in 1080p HD. Aye. He's constantly nose to the ground and he's dragging his arm away where he wants to go to sniff.